So I just hooked up the rig for the last time. It's kind of bittersweet. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to RCRV. Let me explain to you what's going on. As you can see, it is only Nico and I in the truck, and that is because the girls are actually behind us towing the boat. If you watched last week's video, you know that we had gone to Ocala, Florida to General RV to go check out a fifth wheel that we've had a deposit on for a couple months. Now, financing wasn't straightened out. We didn't know payments, APR, any of that. Since then, we have done everything via phone or online. Everything's been approved. We've gotten the deal that we want. So we are on our way to Ocala, another mad weekend run back to back to go trade in our camper and our boat for this new fifth wheel that we're getting. More on the boat later. Currently, we are on 75. We are about to cross into Florida. So we're right about at Valdosta. So we're about 2 hours away from Ocala. Let me bring you up to speed how we got here. Yesterday, Friday, after work, we had packed up the camper, grabbed the boat, left, hit the road about 8 o'clock. We boondocked in a Cracker Barrel parking lot last night. The last night spent in this RV.
I know.
Boondocking in a Cracker Barrel.
But a lot of emotions.
Yeah.
I'm sad.
So
I'm happy.
It's like
excited.
Quarter till midnight, and we got to get up at 6? 6:30.
Early.
Because we got to be at General at 11, and we got to get fuel and breakfast. So early start tomorrow. So we're just gonna hit the hay. Got up at 6 o'clock this morning. I tried to shoot some video, but I needed some coffee.
Exhausted.
Yeah.
Exhausted.
Good morning. We just left Cracker Barrel 7 in the morning. We got up at 6. I'm gonna repeat that because
use the right lane to merge onto I-75.
it bears repeating. We got up at 6. So we're gonna hit Love's, get some fuel, get some coffee, maybe a Red Bull or two. Try to wake up, and I'll get back to you. So typically, if you stay the night in a Cracker Barrel parking lot, I always suggest to go to Cracker Barrel for breakfast. We always try to patron the restaurant or the place that we're staying at. But Cracker Barrel doesn't open up until 7, and we had to be on the road at 7 o'clock. So we got up at 6 to leave, so that's why we actually couldn't go to the restaurant. So that should bring you guys up to speed as far as where we're at right now. So 2 hours away from Ocala, walk through, paperwork, transfer the stuff from the RVs. So stick around, it's gonna be an interesting episode. So we're about an hour away from the dealership. Nico and I are talking. The girls are actually calling us on the phone. They are trying to decide a new name for the new fifth wheel. So leave a comment below. Do you guys name your campers? A lot of people do. We actually have. So Big Red behind us was the biggest travel trailer that we saw when we bought it. It's 37 feet long. So naturally, her name is Red October. We call her Big Red for short. They're trying to guess a name for the new camper. What do they say? Maddie?
No, yeah, actually, something like that.
Yeah, I think we got to come up with a better one than that. But leave a comment below. Do you guys name your campers? And what do you think the new name of our fifth wheel should be? So we're here, General RV, getting ready to trade in Big Red in the boat. Babe, are you sad?
I am sad.
Are you sad? You're sad and excited.
Yeah. Mixed feelings.
Yeah.
It's mixed feelings.
Yeah. We got a lot of memories in the boat. And we got a lot of memories in the camper. We've only had it almost 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, but still a lot of memories. So it is mixed emotion, but mostly excitement.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's go inside and sign our life away.
Yep.
All right, so we did the walkthrough. We're gonna go sign the paperwork now. There are a few little things that we saw, but the tech was super cool. He was taking notes because I was too nervous, so he's got everything taken down, and they're actually gonna take the rig over there and go work on the little stuff while we sign in blood our paperwork. That's probably the most nerve-wracking part.
Yeah, signing the papers.
Yeah, so a couple little things, but awesome. We love it, excited. Probably not gonna film the rest of the stuff and bore you guys with it. It's just paperwork when we do the swapping. So we still got to get all the stuff out of our old rig into this one. So we'll catch you guys then. What's going on, guys? Let me give you a quick update on what's going on. So there's been a couple days lapse here. We got here Saturday, we filled out all the paperwork, we bought the RV, and I want to thank everybody for their comments about doing the PDI walkthrough, taking our time. We took several hours. We found several issues that we needed addressed. Saturday took the rig in for the PDI prep and fixed all the issues for us. Brought it back Saturday evening and parked it here in the transfer lot. We just finished our walkthrough paperwork. They had a few things to fix on the RV. They've got it here parked in the transfer lot. So now we have to take the stuff from our old rig and put it in the new rig. We had reservations tonight to go to a KOA campground. It's about 2 hours from here. But being that this is a new RV, I don't want to back it in at night. So we decided we're just going to spend the night here on their transfer lot. We're plugged into shore power. We got full fresh tank of water in the new rig. So we're going to start the process of transferring the stuff over and then get up tomorrow morning and go to the campground first thing. So we spent several hours transferring all of our stuff from the old RV to the new one. I think we were up until like midnight transferring stuff and then just had to call it quits and went to bed. So we got up Sunday, finished organizing and transferring all of our stuff from the rigs. However, spending the night when we got up Sunday, we found a couple other issues just from being able to spend the night in the rig that we wanted addressed. Problem was, service department is not open on Sundays. So we spent the day Sunday just kind of organizing the new RV and seeing Ocala. And then we are at today, which is Monday. So they picked up the rig again and it's in the service department working on the last couple issues that we had found spending the night. So we're waiting on them to get finished and deliver it here so that hopefully we can get on the road back to Atlanta today. Depending on how long this takes, we may have to make another decision if we're gonna leave tonight or just leave early in the morning tomorrow. All right, so we made it back to our new rig, finally. They just dropped it off a couple hours ago, fixed all the stuff. So obviously you can see it's nighttime, we're not going anywhere. So we're gonna camp the third night in the parking lot here and we're gonna head back to Atlanta tomorrow. We did take the time to do some improvements to the rig. We decided to brand it, so there's no giving it back now. It belongs to us. It is Tuesday morning, get ready to leave, and it's a good thing. It's just in time because we ran out of fresh water. So I barely got to take a shower this morning. So we're getting ready to pull out and head home to Atlanta.
What are you gonna do?
Tighten the hitch.
Why?
This was straight and now it's shifted. So I think it's loose. It is loose. Look.
Oh yeah.
That's supposed to be 65 foot-pounds. You know, my bad for not checking it. When we dumped here, I see that this is sideways. Like, this is supposed to be straight. In fact, maybe I should lift the camper back up a little bit and straighten it out. But for sure, this is, I mean, maybe that was the, it's like I felt the little chucking a little bit. Maybe it was this hitch because it's obviously not tightened. So, I mean, we're here, right? I should do it the right way. I'm gonna take some pressure off so I can straighten this and then put it back down and then tighten these back up. It's a good thing we only went like 20 miles.
Yeah. I would love to help you, but I'm clueless.
No, I know
about
what to
it.
do. I'm
Yeah.
glad I checked it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it was crooked so I could see. But
Yeah.
I always check your hitch, I guess. Don't trust. What do they say? If you want something done right, you gotta
You
do
gotta
it
do it yourself. Yeah.
Look.
You on hook? Sounds scary.
Keep going, keep going. Okay. So it went more.
More what?
So I think this was at 65, and then they put the camper on. But the problem is I have the bed rug. So you torque this, and then these bolts lock it wherever you set it. But what I did is I left these loose, torqued it to 65, then put the camper on, and it compressed the bed rug, and I was able to torque it more
Good.
because I think it compresses. So I think that was the problem.
We're good to go.
So the first fill up is done with the new RV. We stopped at a Love's to get diesel, and while we were there, I took the liberty to hit a cat scale. First time towing, and I'm very impressed with the numbers so far. Now, we knew that we were pushing it with this rig and truck combination, and to be honest, I thought I was going to be right on the limit. In fact, I was betting that we were going to be over just a smidge. Preliminary numbers are looking pretty good. I've got about a 300-pound cushion before I hit the limit, which is really good. Now again, this is not an exact measurement. Pao is not in the car. She's actually driving her truck behind us, so we still have to add a little bit of weight. That being said, everything that was in our old RV is in this new RV. In fact, more stuff than we really need. There's nothing like having to empty your RV until you realize how much junk that you just don't need. We had stuff hidden all over the place that we hadn't seen in over a year. So we will definitely be lightening this up and taking a lot of this out, but we had to put it somewhere, so we threw it all in the RV. So first of many ways I like to get a lot of numbers. It helps me understand how the RV is going to react when we load it and how to load it, you know, where to put stuff. But preliminary numbers, I'm pretty happy. So initial thoughts on driving a fifth wheel. This is my first time towing a huge RV and towing a huge fifth wheel. Our travel trailer is pretty huge. It was 37 feet long, but it was a travel trailer. We did have the weight distribution bars on it, and the first thing I noticed getting into this is it is not as bouncy as our travel trailer was, and I think that has to do with those spring bars. Every time you hit a bump, it naturally wants to spring up the back of the truck. This is pretty smooth. When you hit bumps, you know, it's very subtle and like riding on, I don't want to say a cloud, but you know, riding on airbags. I mean, I do have airbags. I'd like to do a video in the future kind of comparing the differences from stepping to from a travel trailer to a fifth wheel, but I'm going to need a little more seat time behind the wheel to really give you guys a good impression of what's going on. I will say, first impressions, people who say that when you tow with a fifth wheel, you don't even know what's behind you, not true. You definitely know you're towing something. It is heavier, it is longer. You feel it when you accelerate, you feel it when you stop. The wiggle you get with a travel trailer from a big gust of wind or a semi-truck passing you, that doesn't go away. You still get that, but it is very different. First of all, it's about a quarter of what you would experience in a travel trailer, but it also affects the truck in a different way. So far what I'm seeing is I've had a couple gusts of wind, I've had some semis pass me, and typically when a big semi-truck roars past you in a travel trailer, it shoots your nose, you know, out in another direction. So, you know, first it kind of sucks you in and then shoots you out, but you feel the nose of your truck changing directions, and you know, you counter steer to keep it straight. I don't feel that in this combination right now. I've been passed by several trucks, and if they pass at a decent speed, yeah, pretty much don't feel it. Now, if they zip past you, you're going to feel it, but it's not that the truck wants to change directions. It's more like the wind is pushing on the total unit, both the truck and the camper together at the same time, and it almost feels like a body roll a little bit, like it just kind of rolling the body away from it, but still primarily tracking straight. So that's super cool that, you know, you don't have to counter steer as much. Now, I'm sure if I had a dually, that would probably greatly reduce, if not eliminate, that little rolling feeling. But from coming from what we came from, I'm very pleased with the driving experience so far. So I'm probably not going to film too much more of this episode and this trip. It's the first time towing this rig. Paula's not with me. Every little movement and maneuver, I have to pay attention. I really want to focus on the road and really get the feel for the new RV. So I want to be a responsible driver and not be vlogging the first time I'm towing the rig. Before I close out though, I do want to give a huge shout out and a huge thank you to General RV, where we bought the RV. Amazing experience. We're going to do a video kind of recapping our whole experience for those of you who want to know what it was like. I know everybody's curious about different dealerships. I want to give a huge shout out to Gustavo, our sales rep, who was amazing through this whole process. And also Trey, our finance manager, who just did a phenomenal job. The entire staff there did great. Thank you guys for following this adventure with us. Please give us a thumbs up if you like this content. And don't forget to leave a comment. Tell us hi, where you're from. We'd love to have you join our community.